Hey everyone, hey followers, Jimmy here. I'm just bringing you a quick video leading up to the Easter long weekend. And I want to talk to you about fluid retention or excess fluid retention and how that can basically impact the way we feel and potentially our actions over the Easter long weekend when potentially we're going to be overindulging in things like chocolate, alcohol, and potentially other processed foods. So here's a quick video on understanding fluid retention and how it makes us feel, and also tips to try and manage it. So with excess fluid retention, it's going to be caused from, so let's explain that a little bit so you understand what excess fluid retention is. So when you feel bloated, when you feel puffy, when your skin and cells swell up. So for example, I kind of use the whole wedding ring thing. Now, I know when I'm holding too much fluid because I can't move my wedding ring, I can't get it off my finger. However, when I've eaten clean and exercised and got good sleep and hydrated consistency and sufficiently, that wedding ring comes off. So you might have your own measure there, whether it's your clothes are feeling tighter, you're feeling sluggish, you're feeling bloated, and you're feeling heavier within yourself. Don't fret, because it's only really a temporary thing, especially when we're talking about overindulging on the weekend, or in this case, the long weekend. So depending on what your activity is going to be like over the long weekend, so if you're planning on being active, if you're planning on exercising, that's a great way to try and counteract excess fluid retention. And sometimes we can be holding kilograms of excess fluid within our cells in our body. So we can jump on the scales on a Monday morning, or in this case, it might be a Tuesday morning after a long weekend, and get extremely frightened and extremely frustrated and annoyed about what we've done over that particular weekend. And it can throw us off course. It can make us be reactive with how we train and how we eat, or what we don't or do that following week. So I want you guys to understand that fluid retention is temporary. You can get rid of it. So if you do overindulge this weekend, whether that be on chocolate or alcohol or processed foods, don't fret, because you can get rid of this temporary effect of excess fluid retention relatively quick. So what we're going to do is make sure that you plan exercise over the long weekend, any form. It could be on purpose. It could just be a higher NEAT, which is non-exercise activity thermogenesis. So just be on your feet more, walk around more, do some more chores, be a little bit more active rather than being sedentary, potentially on the couch watching episode after episode of a show. So there's something you can do straight away. Getting sufficient, consistent hydration. So make sure that you're drinking plenty of water over the weekend. Also sleep, try your best to get sufficient sleep and quality sleep. So less maybe time on the device, more time spent with family, and more time going to bed earlier rather than sitting up on our devices. And then the following week, so come Tuesday, this is the biggest thing, right? This is the crossroads where we get either thrown off track, we get annoyed with what we've done, we get frustrated, we get down on ourselves, and we start to feel shame. Then try your best not to. I know it's easier said than done, but it's all about taking action. So if you can get back to exercise, on-purpose exercise ASAP, if you can get back to sufficient consistent hydration, sufficient consistent sleep, also continuing to work on things like stress management, and clean food. That's the next big thing. Plenty of vegetables, plenty of lean protein, good amount of healthy fats. Focus on those foods. And then let's say come Wednesday, Thursday of next week, you should be feeling lean again. You should be feeling not weighed down and not consumed with that feeling of excess fluid retention weighing you down. All right, so I hope that's brought you some good tips today. So go and make sure that this weekend you're as active as you can be. Go and enjoy time with your family. Keep it as clean as possible. If you do overindulge, don't stress about it. Just take your action on, get through those tips I just went through on Tuesday and after, and make sure that next week is a good week of training, clean eating, hydration, sleep, and stress management. And you'll see that it's just a temporary effect, and you'll be back on track ASAP. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.